Hey friends, Joe here. Checking out a little piece of a solo in Let Me Love You from Jeff Beck's first record, Truth. Just a tiny little piece, tiny little look into Jeff Beck's early stuff. And for me, this riff in particular was important because when I first got this record when I was a kid, you know, I'd heard about Jeff Beck and who's this Jeff Beck that I'm supposed to listen to, and it was when I heard this riff that I thought, whoa, okay, so that's what Jeff Beck sounds like. That's the Jeff Beck color, or that's how Jeff Beck sounds different. That's what I thought when I was a kid. And I still think it holds up. This riff, there's something about it that has a cryptic shakiness to it and just a really cool vibe. And it's not too tough to play. We're in the key of F sharp. And we're starting off with a big rock and roll bend on up to F sharp on the B string. Down the pentatonic there. Now we have a slide. And that's, I think, the first like awesome color that just strays from the pentatonic a little bit. And then landing on the major third. So we're going from sharp 4, sliding down to the 4th. Landing on the major third. Back up here to the 14th fret of the B, or the 5th. So kind of the same type of riff there. And those are all picked. And then we go from the major third to the 4th to the 5th. So far we've got pull-offs from 17, so kind of the top of your F sharp minor pentatonic there, 17, 16, 14, and then landing on the 5th. And that 5th that he hits there is almost muted. We learn that as guitar players, we learn these moves at a young age, I feel. You know, and it's like, we have to be mindful and be careful not to just let ourselves go wild with this stuff all the time, right? So Beck does it in such a cool way. And then it bends up, and then brings it back down a half step, back up, and then back down a half step, landing on another major third. And so that's something that when I heard, that was just another thing that I thought, that's a Beck thing. I hadn't heard anybody do that type of thing where they got all this minor pentatonic stuff and then landing on these major thirds, and it brings about this really cool color. So let's take it from the top, slow. 1, 2, 3. Up to speed. 1, 2, 3. So there you have just a tiny little bit of the solo from the tune Let Me Love You off of Jeff Beck's Truth album. Hope you learned some cool Jeff Beck language from this lesson. We got a couple other Beck videos on the site, so check them out. I'll see you guys next time.